Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and as you can see right here in front of us, it is one of the single most exciting days as far as a Mattel review goes, because I officially have myself the Destroy and Devour Indominus Rex. I was kind of sweating it for a little while there as I ordered this on Amazon, and for some reason it just didn't want to ship, and then all of a sudden the link to buy it just disappeared and you could only buy it from third-party sellers, so I was really concerned that my order would actually end up getting canceled, but luckily within the past couple days it has been showing up quite frequently on Amazon. So my order did go through, it did get delivered, oddly enough, on a Sunday, and here it is. I'm finally going to open this up and take a look at it. As you can see, the box art looks awesome. We have the Rex and the Indominus down here, not the Triceratops. And of course, Owen still giving us his creepy odd glare. But overall, the box is really quite big and looks very nice, as all of these boxes usually do. And then if we take a look at the back, you can see that there is an image there of some of the Attack Pack figures. You've got a sneak peek of the collector's card and some very cool demonstrations of the action features of the Indominus Rex and his ability to eat dinosaurs and all that kind of fun stuff over here. So let's go ahead, break this girl out of her box, and take a look at her. So she's out of the box, she's right here in front of us, and I will say without question that she is absolutely beautiful. This Indominus Rex is just jaw-droppingly gorgeous in person. The overall sculpting and detail, along with the actual paint application, really looks to be very, very good. So I am beyond excited to get a closer look at it, so let's go ahead and do that right now. So starting up here at the head sculpt, you can see the head sculpt and all the detail that comes with it is just unbelievably nice. The scale work all over the head is just incredible looking, as far as the many different various sizes of scales, and the way that it's been sculpted. I can imagine with like a dark wash, this would just look beautiful with the way that these scales are sculpted out. The teeth look really nice as well. From this vantage point, they honestly look to be painted perfectly, and there is not even an ounce of sloppiness. They are all facing the correct direction, kind of having that V-Rex type of a look with the way that the teeth look, similar to kind of like a crocodile. And I think they've really done a great job of getting the teeth down, which is a very big trademark of the Indominus in my opinion. I think the sculpt work around the eye is really beautiful, and they've included a very nice coloration with an orange, and then the gray pupil basically is just the background of the grayish paint that is applied around the eye. But I think they did a great job on the overall color choice of the eye, because the eye on the Indominus is kind of like an orange, reddish, yellow mixture, and the eye on this really looks nice. It has a beautiful gloss, so it shines very realistically, and it is painted perfectly, picture perfect in there. There is no sloppiness at all. They also have actually got a decent bit of paint application up here. As you can see, the main majority of the body is just this light gray, almost a whitish coloration, but they do have like two different shades of a brown and a gray kind of mixed throughout the palette and the eye area. It kind of looks like there's two shades. It's a little tough to tell, but it does still look really, really nice, and I think they've done a good job overall with the paint that they have used on this, giving it just that beautiful Indominus Rex appearance. If we take a look at the inside of the mouth, you can now confirm that the teeth are painted, like I said, picture perfectly. They do look really, really nice everywhere. You can get an idea of what it looks like in the inside of an Indominus mouth, or the Mattel version anyway, not a real one. But the tongue has beautiful sculpt work and detailing. You can see as I turn it, it really is actually quite nicely textured. And again, the inside of the mouth is that very nice realistic pinkish coloration, almost like a flesh tone, and it has an incredibly nice gloss on it, making it really, really nicely shine and realistically shine. So overall, everything about the head, mouth, everything up here is just insanely nice. Taking a look at the other side to confirm that the eye is beautifully painted on both sides, and yes, it is in fact. Along with the teeth, everything really looks great. If we look at the top of the head sculpt, the upper side also looks really, really nice. As you start to run down the neck, you can see all those trademark bumps and osteoderms and kind of quills and everything that come with the Indominus, along with that really nice textured scale work that is all over. Many wrinkles as you run down the neck, and kind of some skin folding going on down here in the lower part of the neck. This Indominus is really quite big, so it's almost hard to actually get him in frame perfectly. You can see the scale work and everything continues down here onto the main part of the body. As we come down under the arm, you can see again some nice osteoderms and some more quills, similar to the quills on the Indoraptor that we have from Mattel already, how they're just kind of stuck next to the body. They don't really come off of it, but it does still look really, really nice. The overall Indominus hands look incredibly nice, just like you see in the film. Really takes me back to that moment where the Indominus is just chasing after all of those mercenaries that were sent out to get him in the jungle after he just recently stopped being camouflaged. And I think that the hands look really quite perfect as far as these go. Unfortunately, there is no paint on the nails of the hands, but I don't think it really suffers or anything from that. I think they still look just incredible. You can really see just the incredibly beautiful skin texture all over with the way the scaling has been sculpted very, very nicely. Again, you've got all these bumps and scoots and everything and osteoderms all over the place of the Indominus. Same deal here in the thigh. You've got lots of those going on here, and that incredible scaling continues. You can really see the very nice defined musculature here in the thigh. As you move down into the calf, you can really almost take note of the bone structure really nicely portrayed here in the lower part of the leg. That's actually really quite impressive to me, how realistic and really nicely done that area is. And then as you move down, the foot is somewhat crooked right now as I am holding this guy with one hand to review him, but look how insanely nice and realistic the foot looks, exactly as you do see on the Indominus. I think Mattel has really overall nailed this sculpt completely, and without question has just made the ultimate Indominus Rex figure right here. The nails are very nicely painted. They've been given a beautiful gloss as well to help give them a very realistic look. So overall, really, really nice looking, especially with the painted nails. If we take a look over here, the dew claw is of course not painted, but I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. It's the one claw on the foot that nobody ever notices for some reason. If you actually look right here though, again, the inside of the leg and everything really looks just as beautiful as the outside does. That really nice skin texture as far as the scaling goes, beautiful musculature here in the calf, and the overall foot sculpt, again, you can almost pick up on the bone structure and everything else, so it's really, really nicely done. And then coming up here into the tail, you can again see the very nice sculpt work as far as the scales go. Runs the entire length of the tail all the way out to the point. The tail does actually have some decent length to it, which is something surprising for a Mattel figure, as a lot of them usually have shorter tails like the Spino and the Albertosaurus, but this one does have some decent length to it. Is it exactly the length that the Indominus had? Probably not quite, but it's very close in my opinion. And then everything that you did see on the other side pretty much is the same that you're going to see on this side. Very nice skin folding going on here in the lower part of the stomach. Again, that beautiful scaling all over the place. Same deal here with the leg, the really nice looking muscle tone there. Nice folding of the skin right here where the leg is arched and bent as it's walking and taking a step forward with the opposing leg. You can really get an idea of the bone structure once again on this side. And I really like these creases right here as well in the skin, just again showing you a movement of the dinosaur, and that's an area that I think a lot of people skimp out on when it comes to sculpting, so it's really cool to see Mattel actually taking note of that. And there is the foot on this side, just as beautiful as you saw on the other side. Really nice wrinkling going on here in the lower part of the leg where it connects to the base of the foot, and the overall foot just looks fantastic. And then the tail, just like on the opposing side, looks beautiful the whole way out. You do have this little area under here for the noise, of course, because you need the noise to come from somewhere. But the Indominus Rex figure here from Mattel is just absolutely gorgeous without question. And if you do want to add this guy to your collection, there is the Jurassic Facts app code for that exact reason. As far as a size goes, this is going to be a little tough to do when I'm holding the camera here with one hand, and then the Indominus has to stand and I gotta hold the tape measure. You're looking at about 22.5 inches or about 57 centimeters, somewhere in that range for a length, which is just really large. And for a height, you would see this guy coming in at about, again, this is very hard to do, at about 9.5 inches or about 24 centimeters, somewhere in that range. For a size comparison, there is the Papo T-Rex in the arms of the Indominus, and this should give you a very good idea of just how insanely large this Indominus Rex figure is. It completely towers over and dwarfs the Papo Rex, which is a pretty large figure himself, but he has no comparison whatsoever to this Indominus Rex from Mattel. And for a few more size comparisons, here is a size comparison with the Extreme Chompin' T-Rex. I just took images because there's not exactly a whole lot of room here at my review station to get these guys all fitting in here. Here is an image with the Thrash and Throw T-Rex. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the originals on hand. They are in storage. I just have my repainted versions, so we'll have to deal with those. And then here is an image with the Spinosaurus, as I'm sure a lot of people are quite interested to see how this compares to the Spinosaurus. Here is a pretty good idea. Once again, the Indominus Rex is just gigantic, and as of right now, aside from probably the Super Colossal Rexes and the Mosasaurus, I would imagine this is probably the biggest Mattel figure, until the Brachiosaurus hits anyway. So our Indominus Rex's large stature is kind of a hassle when it comes to getting him in frame, but as far as the articulation of the figure goes, of course you do have the articulated jaw, which we have already mentioned, and it works beautifully. You have articulation in the neck to look up and down. You also have articulation in the arms at the elbow joint and the shoulder joint. The same goes for both arms. You also have articulation in the legs, which is a little stiff at the moment, but it does work really well. You do also have the ankle joints on a swivel, and that's about it. I don't think, no, there's no swiveling action going on in the tail or anything. So as far as articulation, that's about where it ends. However, that is quite a significant amount of articulation, and I think pretty much exactly what you would need on the Indominus. As far as the action features and everything go, if we put the arms in the same position, we'll hear the noise and see the action feature of the arms. Very, very cool. And then you've of course got the action feature back here with the button on the tail. Which is really cool. And actually his neck is lighting up there. I'll turn the lights off here and see if we can get an idea of that, or at least dim them a bit. There we go. So it doesn't do it every time for some reason. Only on certain roars. I don't know if that's just my figure or if that's all of them are, I'm not sure. However, that is exactly what's going on here with mine currently. As far as using the action features, we can see that if we push this down, our Indominus perfectly grabs our little raptor buddy here and then drops him on his head. So if any of you have wanted to see the demise of Owen in the Jurassic World franchise, which I actually kind of like him, but I know there are quite a bit of people that don't, say goodbye to Owen. Look how very nicely the Indominus Rex picks up our Owen right there, and his leg is a little bent. I probably should have got a little lower, so we'll straighten his leg back out, and then we'll take a look at the Indominus eating him. Down the throat, there we go. Oh, and then the throat lit up there and the lights were on. Oh well. Regardless, it still works really cool. If I wasn't holding the camera here with one hand and was actually operating the Indominus Rex with two hands, I'm sure I could have got that Owen figure to go in there a little bit straighter and he would have went straight down the throat. But regardless, it is still super awesome, the action feature in general, and the fact that you can actually totally devour the human character, and then the Indominus Rex has his mouth closed as if he actually ate and swallowed him. That is just another incredibly awesome touch by Mattel. However, as far as this Indominus Rex goes, I can say that without question, this is the best Indominus Rex figure that we have ever had. From any line ever, this totally blows away the Hasbro one by a mile, and is just insanely beautiful in person and shockingly large as well. It definitely has a lot of size to it, which is really impressive to me just how big it is. And shockingly enough, it also comes with its tail already attached, so you don't even need to attach it like you do with the Spinosaurus or the Extreme Chompin' T-Rex or anything. So that's also another very nice plus. The sculpting overall on this Indominus is spot on to what you do see on the film version of the dinosaur. I think they've done an incredible job overall on the sculpt to pretty much perfection as far as this goes, and the paint job is really good as well. You can see that the head has like a mixture of dark grays and browns along with this light gray, almost like a whitish color, which is the primary body color. And then as you get down the neck, it turns to just that very light grayish white type color. And then when you get to the back, again, you've got a mixture of like that slight brown and slight dark gray that kind of very naturally transitions all throughout the back and the tail, and I think it really looks beautiful. They've done just an incredible job overall of matching the paint on this to the film version of the dinosaur for a mass-produced toy. I think it really looks beautiful. The action features are also top-notch, super awesome. Very, very cool action features that children will have tons of fun with, but not just children. Collectors as myself, I really quite enjoy them also, and the fact that the neck lights up when you swallow humans or whatever else that you're going to be able to cram in the mouth of this Indominus is also really, really cool, and such a very nice touch on the part of Mattel. So this Indominus Rex is just mind-blowingly beautiful. Every single aspect about it, I have zero complaints. It is just 100% fantastic. So if you do want to buy this guy, I will throw a link up here for you to purchase him on Amazon or Entertainment Earth. It has been in and out of stock on Amazon quite a bit lately. I don't know for sure if it's actually shipping from Entertainment Earth quite yet, but either way I will include links to both of those two places. So if you are interested in purchasing this incredible Mattel Indominus Rex, check the description, follow those links, and place an order right away because you will definitely not regret this incredible beast of a Mattel Jurassic World figure. So go ahead, do that, but before you do that, make sure that you please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of any future videos, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.
I have a plan. Dance off, bro! Me and you!
Sarah! I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening.
Huh?
Hey, you want some good parental advice? Don't listen to me.
That is one big pile.